Fajarul Haq. Today I want to explain to you what is international law. Law is the set of rules generally and regard and escape as binding is relation between a state and between nation. Modern approach between state and subject of international law. Traditional approach between state and states. Public international law and private international law. Number 1, international law. Strategies. Number 2, customer law. Number 3, general principle of law. Number 4, the definition of international accords. Number 5, doctrine. Treaties. A treaty is an agreement under international law entered into by actors international law, namely sovereign states and international organization. Is a law that was from a custom. General principle of law is the good principle that have been escaped by any states and applied by any state. Decision of international accords. The decision of international courts is illegal. Decision that has a power and can be the international law. Doctrine is a statement from a master of his field. Number 1, international criminal law. Number 2, the law pertaining to acts of force. Number 3, international humanitarian law. Number 4, law of the sea. Number 5, diplomatic law. Number 6, consular law. Number 7, law of states responsibility. Number 8, law of state responsibility. Number 9, international environmental law. Number 10, international space law. Regarding of relationship between international and national law, municipal law, and number 1, monism. Number 2, dualism. National law is same as international law. Dualism. National law is not same as international law. International law. Subject of international is an individual body or entity recognized or absconded as being capable of possessing and exercising right and duties under international law. Number 1, state. Number 2, international organization. Number 3, whole earth. Number 4, individual. Number 5, belligerence. Video 1933. Number 1, permanent population. Number 2, definitions terrorism. Number 3, government. Number 4, government. Number 5, the compatibility to enter into the relationship between states. Number 6, recognition of other states. International organization. Number 1, organization was members consist of states. Number 2, have a significant membership. Number 3, have a quartet of organization. Number 1, Vatican. Number 2, special place. Number 1, the group of people make action to separate themselves from sovereignty of the states. Number 2, legitimacy is not same terrorism. A person of citizenship is a subject of international law. Number 1, recognition of state. Number 2, recognition of government. Recognition of state. Recognition of state is the recognition that given by a state of recognize the state. I cannot be withdrawn and for forever. Of recognition of state. Number 1, explicit recognition. Number 2, implicit recognition. Number 3, collective recognition. Number 4, premature recognition. This direct recognition from the one state or to the another state. Implicit recognition. Sending a diplomatic agent. Sending the ambassador. Recognition. The recognition that has given VIA, International Treaty or Multilateral Conference. Recognition. Recognition is given to a state at which the states does not have complete constitutive and component of government. The recognition of government is the recognition that can be withdrawn depend of this government. State responsibility is the responsibility that states should have because the states do something or didn't do something. The responsibility ensure because something intentional responsibility. The responsibility of state ensure because the state do something. The responsibility. The responsibility of state ensure because the state didn't do something. Then immunity. The immunity that given to subject international law. Scope of sovereign immunity. Number 1, state. Number 2, his of state. Number 3, state government against human right. Human right is a right that given by good for all human in this world and sought to be responsive by everyone. They shall be respected each other, and the country shall has a responsibility to protect, because the human right shall be protected, be respected, be maintained, and shall not to be encouraged, be reduced, or the deprived by anyone. Legal basis of human rights. The 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the 1966 International Conference on Civil Political Rights, the 1966 International Conference of Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, right to work, right to own property, right to non-discrimination, right to get a health, right to live, right to get a protection, and its citizenship. Citizenship is a who that has a citizenship identity that can be identified from their ID card or passport, and usually in the country the citizen is always be their property, always to be special one. The example, the people has not a right to vote and be voting, but the citizen has. Nationality. Nationality is the citizenship identity to what the country that people belongs to. Is the citizenship acquired passively by parents, passively by being born. The state that considers a child born there is the citizen. Actively by naturalization of an individual of who voluntarily change of allegiance from one state to another state. Nationality has incurred by birth or gotten from his her parents belonging line. Just associates a nationality by birth rule. Just solely nationality. Dual nationality means the individual has two nationality. Stateless is the individual that didn't have a nationality or lost their nationality. Displaced person. The individual move from one area to another area, but still within states. Look, seekers. The individual move to other are because the economic or poverty issue. The asylum seekers can be refused by the state that the individual moved to. The individual from one country moved the other country to save their life, to seek a protection. One convention 1951 about refugees. Jurisdiction is the power of the state to enforce their nationality law of the foreign country. Jurisdiction principles. Number one, territorial principle. Number two, nationality principle. Number three, passive personality principle. Number four, property principle. Number five, universality principle. Territorial principles. Based on the location, the territorial of its state. Nationality principle based on the nationality of the defendant. Passive personality principle based on the nationality of the victim. Property principle. The status has got the responsibility to protect their citizenship. Universal principles. The principles that has been accepted by all states. Tradition is the process whereby one national surrenders someone access of a crime to another nation. Territory is a place that has been owned or not yet been owned or can be owned by state. Sovereign territory. Sovereign territory is a territory that has been owned by state. Trust territory. The land which is not subject to the sovereignty of any states because some of the special status. Terra nullius. Territory capable of the being owned but not yet under sovereign control is terra nullius. Terra communis. Territory that cannot be owned by any nation. Terra communis. Thank you.